All right, what's happening, y'all? It's your boy, DC Curry. You listening to DisRace, coming to you live from the ATL, Uptown Comedy Corner, the new improved comedy club in the ATL. DisRace, where our motto has always been no hate, but no fear. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away.
We never run.
We don't do no running. Respect all.
And fear none.
And fear none. I got my main man, the black box, supposed to know everything and don't know shit. Bo Peep.
But I'm here. Who
I got our Muslim counselor, Mr. Oh, he got on his shirt, Muslim-ish.
Yes, indeed. What I am, the Muslim boy.
Minister Bullhead.
The Muslim Forrest Gump.
Yeah. Or bullshit, depending on how you look at it.
That's the second time you heard that tonight, right?
I got the one right Reverend Brian Harper to my immediate right. He's our chaplain.
That's what. Always winning, never losing.
Always winning, never losing. You want to take your hat off and show us your haircut?
God, you ain't supposed to notice that, man.
Come on, how am I not notice that? You ain't had a haircut and a shave in 6 months.
That was on purpose, but Easter came, and so I'm in the clear.
Not the man that told me he don't do Easter.
I didn't do it for Lent. It was something I did personally, and I said I'm going to hold off until Easter. I didn't do Lent, and like I told you, I don't go to church on Easter for specific reasons because we know the true meaning.
And we'll talk about that later.
There you go. But
just off top, what did I tell you?
Put your hat back on. Put your hat back
bullshit. I thought you was, what happened to Mohawk? No, man.
Hey, man, I told you,
You gotta change your internet. You gotta change your name.
I did. I've already changed it. There's no longer a Mohawk. It's called Amadeus Brian 5'1", which is mean loved by God and love God. I had to let the Mohawk go, man.
Who not
501.
5'1". I'm 51.
Who know how to spell Amadeus? You don't get no hits.
Amadeus Mozart, man.
Bo don't know nothing about 5'1". Only thing Bo know about is 69.
I can't hit a man for that. I can't hit a man for that.
I got my main girl, extraordinary actor, extraordinary activist, woman rights.
The black Marilyn Monroe.
Man.
The black Marilyn Monroe.
Brains of the outfit. And the only pretty woman on the panel, Sister JJ.
She is the home.
We love having you, girl. You got some eye candy to the show. You had some eye candy.
Hold on, DC. You got to retract that. The day's time, you said the only pretty woman on the panel.
That's right.
It's no other women on the panel.
I'm not sure about that.
See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
I'm not sure about
that. We can't do that.
I don't know.
Who you? I mean, I know you ain't got no question about me, but who else you may have a question about?
I don't know. You can't never call it. I got White Mark showed up late, showing his support for the black cause. He shows up late.
Stop the cap.
Turn your mic on.
He's pigmentally challenged. Still will, head of security. Richard Torrance, still will. I'm not Smith, technician extraordinaire. Lost Mike over there. Mike be looking like he lost all the time.
Hey, man. Mike, you ain't not saying nothing about Mike. Mike's a nice-sized brother. Let's be happy with Mike.
Everybody scared of Mike's ass, man. I got Weightball over there.
Weightball in the building. Happy to be here.
That's not his real name, but if I was gonna name myself, it wouldn't be Weightball. But whatever, do you, man. Ladies and gentlemen, special man in the house. He abandoned us for a minute. I've been seeing him out on the road doing his thing. I saw him critiquing. I saw him talking about
amazing
other people trying to do it like he do it.
Hey, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Positive K.
Yeah.
We're gonna get you on. We're gonna get you on for us over
Good
too,
to
boy.
see you, Positive K.
You out there? I want to know what you think about your boy's school. Would you send your children to Kanye West school?
Not the way that woman talking about.
Donda Academies. I don't want to hear no complaints they got. Who the hell would send their child and pay that kind of money to a school where the man that founded the school said he don't read?
Notoriety. What people do for notoriety.
And today they said they feed them sushi, nothing but sushi.
yeah. What kind of
And they all behind. The girl got mad. One of the teachers got mad and said it was only 2 black teachers there.
Yeah.
And one of them got mad and filed suit because she said these kids are behind. Shouldn't the basketball team get through out the league?
Your child leave this school, he cannot go to any school because it's unaccredited.
Wait a
Got
second.
no record.
Wait a second.
They ain't got no grades or nothing. Everybody in first grade.
So
well,
the
you know
teachers?
how that is repeatedly, right?
Right, but still, and I caught that, but I gotta keep going. But still, you literally have a school that people pay that much money and the teachers themselves say the kids are behind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
How much is that much money? How much is tuition, by the way?
I don't know, but it's something, and something is too much.
Right.
That's a good question. How much is
it should
tuition?
be $3,300 a month.
Donda Academy, $3,300 a month to go to elementary and high school. They got to be that dumb.
Good education ain't free.
$3,300 a month.
If you say so, hey, that's words of
$100 a day.
ex-Mohawk minister is not the word.
Hey man, that's
So who
you
are
got
the
it like that,
teachers,
you got
though?
it.
Huh?
You said it was only a couple
It was
white teachers,
only a couple black teachers.
a couple black. So what's the majority of the teachers?
Not black.
98% white if it's 2 black.
I mean, they got a lot of Chinese teachers up in
That's
in
not
the
exactly
school
right,
system now,
boy.
too.
Unless it's 100 teachers, then it would be 98.
Right.
98%. But I don't know how many it
I
is.
didn't say 98 people, I said 98%.
It's $15,000 per year
That's cheap.
Learn
to
how to
go
read.
to go to a school.
How to not read.
Sounds like a grand or so off.
Nah, not read.
How to not
Education ain't free.
Huh?
Education ain't free. $15,000 is not cheap.
$15,000
It's very
a
cheap
year.
compared to
with
the
12
private
months, so,
schools
okay.
here in Georgia.
So what, that's right. What?
$15,000 ain't cheap for a non-accredited school.
that you can't read.
Right.
$15,000 compared to the other schools that you see in Atlanta that's private is not cheap.
Did you go to private
I
school
agree.
or public school?
I went to public school.
How much was it? How much it cost?
It was free.
Okay, shut your ass up.
It's
Talking about
$1,250
$15,000 ain't nothing.
Free ass. Free education.
Look, some people don't pay that much for rent for a year.
I'm about 15,000 ain't nothing.
I think for some people,
for a regular school, unaccredited. You ain't in no grade or nothing.
Yeah, you just.
That's rent for some people.
I think if we be honest though, we can't necessarily say that the normal school system educated us enough for the world, right? I'm
Wrong.
just saying.
No, that's not right.
No,
Did
no,
they-
normal school
That's not
system,
right.
yes, it did.
Did you go to a normal school?
Yeah, it didn't prepare me for nothing.
Okay,
Stop it.
If I'd have
So
been
before you went, you would have made that statement.
before I went to school.
Yeah.
He was 3.
I'm saying, before I went to school, I didn't know no better. But after I done got a PhD, I could say that the high school system could be better. It could teach people things that's fundamental to living life, not just. I mean, we do a whole lot of social studies.
I agree.
Yeah,
what
it don't
I'm
help me to
saying
know about
is-
all the white people who
what I'm
died and
saying
fought
is-
wars to make it to the
I'm
next
saying
level.
you go to school to learn how to think. Now you
Exactly.
out of school and you thinking about that, so obviously it had an effect on you.
I'm
I
just
don't
saying.
go to school for them to tell me nothing. I went to school to learn how to think. So you thinking wrong.
I'm just saying a lot of schools
And
don't
I-
necessarily teach you to.
And that ED thing, that's your problem. That ain't got nothing to do with school.
But
He say he got ED.
But DC.
Yeah, PhD.
Say you got a
PhD.
PhD.
That's different. That's different. Ain't no blue
PhD,
pill that
he a
gets you a
doctor.
degree now. You can't-
Maybe, can I say something? I had this conversation with an educator the other day. He said, we need to bring back, like when I grew up, we had what they call agriculture.
We don't need to bring nothing back that they had when you grew up.
Man, but what I'm saying is, things that they had economics for women was called home ec. It was called
Yeah.
home ec.
My
You
mom
had
was a
vocational
home
schools and
economic
everything.
teacher.
Right.
Right.
So it taught women how to be women. In agriculture.
No, wait a minute now.
But it taught them
Come on, JJ.
No,
He
he's
taught
talking,
them how to
like,
cook
he's talking
in the
during
home
his
ec.
time.
How to do home
Like things have
economic
changed.
things.
womanly things that
And
a
it
woman
wasn't
should
just
do.
for women,
Come on now.
boys did
We
it
had
too.
accounting too, but there was a class called agriculture. We had science, we had everything.
You had
But
typing?
there was a class called home economics.
Yeah,
And
Where you
workshop.
learn how, and men, we had agriculture, where you learn how to use your hand to do something. A lot of these kids get out of school and not can use their hands to go to work if you don't even graduate. If you don't even graduate or you don't get a diploma, if you learn how to use your hand, you can work in this world.
Yeah, typing,
You know what I'm
10
saying?
key, all that stuff
and
is essential.
that curriculum is not in a lot of schools now. So in Mississippi, my friend, who's an educator, he's fighting for that to come back, and the government is giving him a whole lot of money. His class now is going to teach robotics.
Back in the day, they used to have a thing. It was like for trade school. What they call it?
The vocational school.
Vocational.
Yes,
Yeah.
vocation.
Yeah, you learn
Votech.
brick mason.
They don't do they still.
painting
They don't
car.
even-
No, they don't do that. Can I say something, DC?
Yeah, you can say something.
Yeah, white man, what did you do?
Both my parents are retired teachers.
Both of your parents are retired.
My
teachers.
dad,
You a drug dealer.
my dad was an industrial art teacher. He had,
Yeah.
and I agree partly with Bo Peep, which is surprising. But the educational system in America was started in the early 1900s by John Rockefeller. And John Rockefeller, he set it up because he did not want a system where you had people who could think.
Exactly.
All right, so but they had to add stuff to it. So when they had the home economics, the industrial arts, where they were teaching you how to trade the stuff that you go to trade schools now for that you got to pay for.
Yeah.
They pulled all that stuff out in the 1990s, in 1980s, and the thing about it is, the free public educational system don't treat you real life skills, and so when you graduate high school, you really don't have the skills necessary for you to pursue your life and your cause, because they don't teach you to think anymore.
I
And that was
disagree with that.
Well,
He went
I
the wrong
agree
way.
and I
See, the
disagree.
same thing I just said.
I disagree with
Well,
that, but
I
that.
agree
Come
and
on,
I
Jason.
disagree. It depends on where you are, because if you're in certain demographics, they're teaching the children to be worker bees. And if you're in another demographic, they are teaching the children to be thinkers. They're teaching them to be CEOs. My son graduated from Gwinnett schools, and they have a program where they pick certain students. You have to go through all the process, and they prepare them to be CEOs. But then there are the other students that they prepare them to be worker bees. So you can't say no when I'm telling you my son was in that program. So it depends on where you are, that they are navigating how they want the students to be prepared for the world. They
I
don't
agree
want
with
us
you.
to be
I
able
agree with you.
the
I
point-
agree with you.
the-
But I'm saying that same program, can your son cut a tree down?
He don't need to cut a tree
I'm
down.
just saying,
because
but
his-
I'm saying-
because
I'm saying
he's
your son
trained-
wasn't the lucky
he's
one.
trained to have your son to go cut the tree down.
She saying you from a long line of worker bees. You a long line.
the point.
What I'm saying to you is, though, there is
Yes,
the
no.
same thing can be taught in that same curriculum.
Right.
yeah.
And I
Same
agree.
thing can be taught. Like I said, my
agree.
friend, they teach them that and how to do robotics and how to
Right.
computer.
And I hate to agree with Bo Peep again, but what you just said, that it shouldn't be a selective program where certain kids get to train certain way. The educational programs that the core educational program is not teaching kids how to survive in this world, and it shouldn't be a selective program. It should be the regular curriculum of the program.
I don't see nothing
I
wrong.
agree.
I don't see nothing wrong with knowing how to cut down a tree and being a CEO.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Year before last, I cut down 1,000 trees
And you'll see.
on my land.
They even have the STEM
That's
program
so-
in
huh?
Gwinnett. They have a STEM program
Yeah,
specifically
I don't
for
see no-
students
I don't
for
see no
for
conflict there.
mathematics and
Right.
and so it depends on, again, where you are. They are gearing our children based on where they are, preparing them to be worker bees.
I
agree with that.
think they ought to learn
That's what
everything
Ford
they
did.
can.
That's what Ford did.
Everything they can, you know. And like my mom, you tell me when I was growing up, talking about I want to play baseball. No, you need something to fall back on. That's when I started playing football.
but DC, but DC,
You did football.
DC. The thing about it,
DC.
I was too light in the ass back then.
Look,
When I
me
got
too.
big enough to play football, I was into baseball strong.
but DC is like my sister runs a STEM program in Chicago that's nationwide. They have a class. They have a STEM program, a charter down here in Atlanta that does the summer at Morehouse. They have stuff in Chicago where she's at. The company's out of California. The thing about it is, these programs shouldn't be extra special. They should be a part of the core curriculum, and that's not what the core curriculum is about. Because the core curriculum by John D. Rockefeller that was set back in the early 1900s was not set for you to be a thinker. It was thought for you to be a worker.
Oh yeah, well, school wasn't created for black folk, no.
I agree with
DC,
that.
they have a school in California that they teach kids aviation, how to fly a plane.
Mm-hmm.
It starts like 6 years old. They put you in like a little simulator. They got kids as young as 11 years old and 16 that's flew. They can't fly in America because you got to be a certain age.
But everybody
they've
ain't
gone
cut
to
out
Canada.
to be no
for life.
pilot.
Yeah,
man.
I know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
but
I
they
mean-
have they let when you teach a child young enough.
You need to be taught the basics, man.
Yeah,
That's
2
my-
plus
it's
2.
done.
Donda,
Yeah,
Donda
like how to
Academy,
cook. Like how to
Kanye's
cook for
place.
yourself.
They ain't teaching the damn
You know, the
basics.
thing is,
And
the
that's what the
basics-
girl was saying.
But the basics over time are changing. Like back in the day, they had home ec. They would teach you how to bake and do things like now. Now, if they got a new home ec, it got to come with a pole dancing class.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
just saying, they gonna teach you how to keep a man.
Oh, my
They gonna teach you how to keep a man. It's gonna be throat exercises.
Come on.
It's gonna be like gym class. It's gonna be like gym class trying to keep a man in it. I'm just saying, they gonna have to add some things to home ec now.
Weightball, man, you took it to a whole nother level.
Weightball.
We'll be back.